Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here at Euphoric Sports, and today we're going to be discussing Mitchell Trubisky to the Steelers. Is it a W or L? So I'm going to tell you right now, it's been a very controversial debate that Mitchell Trubisky is either a great signing or a bad signing. He signed for 2 years for 5 to 7 million a year, so it'd be 10 to 14 million in the long run once the contract is over. It is a base value of 10 million but can go to 14 million with incentives. But I am really excited on this. I've been a guy who's wanted the big guys. I've been wanting Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, but now Mitchell Trubisky gives us this idea that if he works out, we could potentially win the division and surprise the league. Or we end up being one of the worst teams and we get a top 5 draft pick in a very stacked quarterback class. So for me, it's a win-win situation as long as Mike Tomlin stays the head coach after the year and gets to be the coach for the 2023-2024 season, because Mike Tomlin's one of the best coaches in the league and deserves to be the coach for a long time here in Pittsburgh. Now, Mitchell Trubisky is going to be walking into an offense, and the offense so far, he doesn't know most of his weapons. For right now, he just knows his running back is Najee Harris, and he's got Benny the Snell as well. Then he has Deontay Johnson and Claypool, and he has 3 wide receivers that are in free agency from last year in Juju, James Washington, and Ray McLeod. Has Pat Freiermuth, the rookie last year, a guy who had 2 concussions last season, which is very bad for a rookie, but he's really solid besides that. You also have Alvin Gentry, who's a solid tight end. I really like him. Then at tackles, we got Dan Moore Jr., who was a rookie last year, who was a liability. Right tackle Okafor, who was average, but he got a lot more money than he should have for a guy that we're trying to give a prove-it deal to him, because we really think he's young and can develop, but we need him to prove us right. Now, at guards, we just signed the guard from the Bears, James Daniels, and I'm really excited about that. 24-year-old with a lot of upside and has a lot of potential, and I could personally see him as a Pro Bowler. Hopefully that's the guard that we signed. Then we also got Kevin Dotson, who has been solid last year, really good guard. Center, we signed a guy that used to play on the Cardinals and last season was on the Vikings, who's solid. Now that Kendrick Green probably won't be starting anymore, maybe he can move to guard, or one of these 2 guys moves to guard. But I don't think so after we signed James Daniels, and now we got the center from the Vikings most likely starting. Kendrick Green will not be starting, and I think this could potentially be a really explosive offense, because Mitchell Trubisky has a lot more to offer than Ben Roethlisberger did his last year, and I think we got 7 wins, 7 losses, and a draw. Now, we could definitely see an improvement from that or just a terrible season. To be honest, I would not be mad if we got a top 5 draft pick and we're one of the worst teams in the league, because next year's draft class for quarterbacks is going to be absolutely stacked. They're going to see Bryce Young, you're going to be seeing the DJ from Clemson, CJ Strong. All these guys are going to be there. These guys are really good quarterbacks compared to the draft class that we're seeing this year, because I don't like any of the guys like Matt Corral. I don't like Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett. I don't believe any of these guys are going to be good, and this is one of the weakest quarterback draft classes I've seen since E.J. Manuel, man. That's how bad it is. It hasn't been that weak since then, and I think that's the draft class that we're potentially seeing. And I'm extremely going to be mad if we end up drafting a quarterback. And if I were to have to decide between a rookie quarterback, it would probably be Malik Willis, because he seems like a mobile quarterback, and it looks like we even pulled up to his game. And I think he could be good. Out of all 3, he could be the best one. But Kenny Pickett has small hands. I know, oh my God, he has small hands. Yes, small hands does play a part in quarterbacks, because it restricts you from throwing farther and more accurate. Your hands is literally what you use to throw the ball, and if you're gonna have a disadvantage compared to the rest of the league, I just don't want it. I'd rather just get Malik Willis, who is looking like a mobile, good quarterback compared to like Jalen Hurts, all these other guys that are mobile, I'd be happy with him if we were to select someone, but I really don't want to select one this year. I'd rather wait till next year when there's a lot better quarterbacks like the ones I just listed. But Trubisky could either be our guy going forward or he helps us get a good draft pick. So either one, I'm happy. The only way I'd be mad if we get 8-9, 7-10, some record like that. I don't want to be a middle of the park team. I either want to be competitive or trash, because you want to get a good draft pick or you want to be in the playoffs. There's not either or. You got to be one or the other. The only thing I'm preaching is that Kevin Colbert, man, just go, man. He's the most conservative GM right now. I would have loved Deshaun Watson, but he just decided to say, no, we're just going to go get a free agent. Pretty sure we had different GM. We go get one of the three big dogs, but it is what it is. It's his last year. He's going to be gone. Hopefully we hire a really good GM that could push us forward and be a lot more of a risk taker so we can improve, because I really want a guy who's willing to trade his draft picks for a good player, because I don't know a better player you can trade your picks for Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson after your franchise quarterback retires. And now we got Mitchell Trubisky, which we'll see how that goes. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below if you think Mitchell Trubisky will be good or if he will be trash. Anyways, like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys.